welcome to this Rivals battle report between the Kunnin Krew and Grymwatch from Season 3. In this battle report I am using the Patient Lurker's Rivals decks for the Grymwatch, and Matthias is using Kunnin Krew's own faction Rivals deck. So we had some problem with the audio here. It's probably clear to hear everything, but there is an echo occurring, especially in the end phases, because the built-in mic on our laptop was accidentally also active, so there's like a slight delay between the two mics. So bear with us, we will get back to good audio next time. But anyway, make sure to hit the like button, follow the page via subscription, and leave a comment as to what you want to see next. Obviously we will feature the new warbands in due time. So without further ado, enjoy the battle report. See you on the other side. Bye.
Alright.
Yes.
So, you won the roll-off.
Yep. So I should decide who should start.
Yes. And we're playing black models against black models.
Yeah.
Very visually pleasing. And the gloom hexes are here and here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can start.
I can start?
Yes.
Alright, so Activation 1. Let's go for a cheeky charge with the greatsword. 1, 2, 3. 2 swords. Nothing.
Nothing.
Roll your defense anyway, I guess. Yeah, you're good. So that's greatsword. So he's actually one of the dudes that can't be resurrected or summoned.
I play easy meat, plus 1 damage to the first range 1 and or range 2 attack action, and maybe the next activation step if the attack has 1 or more supporting fighter.
Yeah, alright. That's not very nice.
Yeah, so I take my first and I charge. So 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Is there a reaction coming here?
Yeah.
So that's, what's it called? It's
Kunnin Command.
Kunnin Command, yeah.
Use this reaction after a friendly fighter's move action. Choose another friendly fighter adjacent to this fighter. That fighter makes a move action.
So yeah, a charge is a move and an attack. So after the initial move, you do a move with shank.
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
No, kick it.
Yeah,
Kick
kick
it, yeah.
Kick it. So 2 dice, hammers attacking.
Yeah, full supports.
So 2 hits.
2 hits. Alright. Need a crit. That's a crit.
But I inspire, right?
You do inspire on all 3 of them.
Yeah. So
That's still good for you, though.
yeah.
But that's lucky as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I score Supreme Cunning. Score this immediately after a friendly fight with an attack action with 2 or more supporting friendly fighters.
Yeah, you don't need to have a successful attack with that one.
It's just say it makes an attack action.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make a charge with... do you want to play anything more?
Yeah, I'm gonna put Intimidating Phosphor on Tough Skull.
Okay, so that's...
In illusion.
Yeah, but what does it do?
-1 dice from enemy fight's attack action to a minimum of 1 while they target this fight.
Okay. I am gonna play Live for the Fight, +1 dice.
Yeah.
To offset that.
Then I pass.
Yeah. Then for my second activation I will charge with Valric 1, 2, 3, 4. Or rather there, I think. So I'm then rolling 2 dice instead of 1. So 2 swords. Nothing. Defense. So That will then score me contact of equals.
Yay!
Which is probably the only scoreable card in this victory deck. Alright.
I think I will hit with Tough Skull on that big level him.
The Great Sword.
Yeah.
You have
Full
full
support,
support.
yeah.
Yeah, you have it anyway because you have two
Yeah.
fighters. Yeah.
And Snare and Grievous. Crit and a hit.
Crit and hit, I can't do anything about that.
So that's 2 damage.
2 damage to Great Sword.
Yeah.
Not Grievous.
Yeah, 3.
So 3, yeah, so it dies.
Oh!
So, glory
Yeah.
to the people. Yeah, I'll make a charge with the Herald. With Herald.
Med Hård. Herald!
Knights.
Minus 1 dice.
Yeah, okay, so 1 sword. Well, that's my 5th hammer for tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't need you to roll defense, no. I've scored that card.
So my 3rd,
Yeah.
I will do a charge here. And I charge.
They're equally useless. No, well, this woman have 3 life, so...
Yeah, I charge her.
Yeah. Velric the Beautiful.
And that with Shank. So 2 swords.
Yes.
A crit.
Oh, no crit monster tonight. No crits.
So 1 damage.
1 damage and an inspire for you.
Yeah.
So Velric has 2 wounds left. Okay, so that's your 3rd. Yeah, I'll put the Cursed Catalyst onto... the Master Talon.
Is that a weapon?
Yeah, so 4 swords, 2 damage.
One of those, or?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I will charge there. And I will take a swipe at this fellow. With the Intimidating Phosphor, does that affect only when I hit top Torka, or does it, like, is it an area effect?
Yeah, well, no, while we target this fight.
Oh, okay, so still 4 swords though. Come on.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
Well, it is what it is. So, let's not ponder that dice roll too much. How do you?
I pass.
Yes, I also pass.
On
That's
my,
my 4th.
Yeah, so on my last I will do 1, 2, 3. And then
Yeah, sure.
hit
Okay,
her.
okay, fine. Yeah.
So 2 hammers. 1 hit.
No, she is dead.
2 damage.
Yeah, you only had
Oh yeah.
2 left.
There we go.
You're doing God's work here, killing off the unresurrectable fighters. Okay, so part me.
Let's just see.
Did you score anything?
No.
I will play Shadowler, choose 1 friendly fighter, choose 1. Push that fighter 1 hex towards the nearest cover hex, and these are equally close, so I'll push there. Part you.
I pass for now.
Yes, I will also pass. So, scoring then. I will score Inseparable. Scores in an NPC if 2 or more friendly fighters each have 1 or more charge token when they are adjacent. Those fighters are adjacent. So these 2 have charge tokens and both are adjacent. So that's 1. And because of that Shadowler push, I also score Looming Threat. Scores in an NPC if 2 or more friendly fighters are adjacent to the same enemy fighter.
Yeah.
That's 1.
Good.
I will ditch Lucky Find. I will leech Strength. Keep my last power card and go up.
I will score Cunning Warfare. for him and him. He never charged from him, you know. So that's 2 glory. And Mind of Mork. Do or score this in the end phase if there is a surviving friendly leader and you score 2 or more other objective cards in this round.
Yes, because you can score them in whatever order you want.
So that's one for that.
Yeah, nice.
I will keep my rest.
Keep your breasts.
Yeah, I'll keep my rest and take 2 new objectives.
Yes, and I've also mentioned that I will inspire now because there's 2 or less enemy fighters in my territory. That's good. And before starting the next round, the ghoul call will happen. Or the ghoul call, yeah. So, rolling.
Nothing.
One full support. Yeah, I think I will start. But I will make the ghoul call first. And no, I can't do the ghoul call because I don't have any ghouls to call. Who's gonna ghoul call? Because Valric and Gristlewall is not crypt ghouls. So he has to get everything I said. Okay, but I will still start. Should I make a charge here? Yeah, I'll probably use the Cursed Cutlass. See if it can be uncursed. So Talon inspired. I'm gonna attack with the Cursed Cutlass, 4 swords, 2 damage. On this dude. 1 sword.
1 sword.
On this guy, so you don't have support because you're
on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Shank.
Yeah.
So it's
2 dodge and glue.
Yeah. So
but still nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. So that's 2 damage.
Yeah. So he
Shank got shanked.
Yeah. Right in the.
So before I forget, the bounty gain when an enemy fighter is taken out of action by this attack action is spent glory unless this fighter is in a feature token. So I get the spent glory instead of a unspent glory. And I think there's a reaction to Talon as well. After an action in which an adjacent enemy fighter is taken out of action, place a feast counter on this card. This fighter has +1 wound for each feast counter on this card. So Talon, the bird master, is now 3 wounds. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I don't score anything. Power to you.
I don't know. I put more crow on.
Yeah, that's a nasty weapon.
Manok.
Yeah. 4 range, 3 swords with Grievous.
Yes. 1
damage. 1 damage, but actually 2. But 4 range is crazy good. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna play Suffocating Mists onto Torka. Choose one enemy fighter that is in a cover X, deal 1 damage to the chosen fighter, so he gets pinged for 1.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
He's just standing there and all of a sudden.
Yeah. He's taking deep breaths
Yeah.
on poisonous fumes.
I use Manok to hit.
Sure.
3 dice now.
His regular attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's regular. So
3 hits.
3 hits.
Crit again. That is not such a symbol.
Oh. And he had 2 wounds by.
Yeah, that sounds like a gristle for the middle.
Malicious blow.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the other one, yeah.
Yeah. Range 1 or 2 attack action takes an enemy with 2 or less.
Yeah.
In that.
Yeah, gristle for the middle is 3 or more, I guess.
Yeah.
Power to me then. I'll play Abyssal Summoner onto Talon. And that means during attack action made by this fighter, if this fighter is in a cover hex, this fighter is considered to have 1 additional supporting fighter.
I play Luther on Cooking.
Yeah. Sure. I'll pass.
And I will play... No, I pass.
Mm-hmm. I take my second.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to?
No.
Yeah. So I'll charge in here with Talon. For my second, and I will react with a card called Unfair Fight. Plays during a friendly fight's attack action. After the declared attack action step, if that friendly fight has one or more supporting fighters. And I do via the Abyssal Summoner since I'm in the cover X. Stagger that target, which means I get a reroll here. That attack action has Grievous until it has been resolved. So I have 4 swords with support from the cover hex and a reroll. But I'm probably still gonna miss. So this is a hit.
1 hit.
And a reroll 2 hits. Yeah.
2 dodge.
Double crits! Yeah. Well, at least you're staggered.
Yeah.
That's not very good. Yeah. Well, I can't really do much with that. I was hoping to get another feast counter to put him on 4 wounds. But yeah, that should have succeeded, I guess.
Yeah, so I will do like this. I pass.
Well, that's sorry. I'm gonna pass as well.
My second, I will use Manok again and hit him with his normal.
Crit hit.
hit.
I can't do anything.
3
3
damage
because of
then.
Grievous.
Yeah.
You crit a lot there, sir.
Yeah. But okay. I score a Gristle for the meal.
Yeah, because he was
Yeah.
made into 3 wounds. I'm really serving you the glory here. And 1 for the kill, yeah.
Yeah, I killed 1.
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
Patient lurkers, my ass.
Yeah.
Alright. Don't really know what to do here. I'm in charge with Butcher. And he 4 swords, 1 damage with ensnare, but that doesn't matter. Still yet to see a crit in my entire game. So that's 1 sword. And you get the full support, of course.
Yeah.
So shove you there then. Så militären är inte bra alltså. Yeah, shouldn't complain too much I guess. But yes, I push her here instead.
So my third activation.
Sure.
I will charge 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Just to try 2 hammers. He supports, right?
Yeah.
2 swords. Thank you, sir. 1 hit. No. 2 damage. So
Wow, my dice.
when an adjacent enemy fighters with 1 or more, did he have an upgrade by the way?
No. No upgrades.
Bloody.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and he inspire because he supported.
Sure.
Does he right?
Yeah. That's correct. Oh, poor ghouls. Do you want to play anything I pass?
No, I pass.
I think let's move here before we do anything else. I'm gonna go there instead. Because I misread the card.
Oh, okay.
So before anything happens, I'm gonna go there.
I put Dirty Fighter on Tough Skull.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. On Tough Skull, Dirty Fighter. I think I make a charge on my last one. I charge with him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And hit him.
Sure. I thought you hit him. Let's miss once.
1 hit.
Crit and a success.
Yes.
So everything I hope for will actually click. I'll pass.
Me too.
Misatosa. So I score first. I do.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I will score lead from the rear. Scores in an enemy phase if your leader is the friendly fighter furthest from each enemy fighter. And one or more friendly fighters are in enemy territory or in no man's territory. I mean, that's just worth 1. It should definitely be worth 2 because it takes a lot of setting up.
Yeah.
But I also score sinking feeling because I have more fights on feature tokens than you do.
Yeah.
And
Are you sure you do that because he's flying?
On feature tokens, I'm not holding an objective.
Yeah, but he's flying above.
he's on. Yeah, he's above, I guess. Screw you. I will ditch Lost Leader because that's a crappy card. It needs my leader to be out of action, which is doable, of course, but I also need to have more glory than you, so it's just weird. I will ditch Waterlogged Map. I need my leader in. I mean, I can spoil equip it. It's probably not going to happen, but I need my leader being in enemy territory at the next entrance. I'll put Dark Fortitude on Crack Marrow as well, which I can react to an activation and heal if I'm in coverings.
Yeah.
And then break the card.
Yes. Crack Marrow, was that?
But Crack Marrow is my leader.
Yeah.
The Duke.
Yeah, I will score tough.
Tougher than use.
Yeah. Hybrid. In the end phase, if friendly fighters have more wound counters than enemy fighters have. I have 1 wound counter.
Yeah, more.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I scored on the first one. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so hybrid.
Yeah, the other one is 1 or more surviving friendly fighters each have more upgrades than each enemy fighter.
Yeah.
Should I ditch that one? Yeah, I ditched this one. Born survivors. Score is an enemy if the number of friendly fighters out of action is equal to or less than the current round number.
Did you score that?
No?
You have less fights out of action than round now. It's round 2 and you only have 1. You scored it.
Equal to. Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you.
Good God.
Okay. Yeah, so I take 3 objectives and...
So just because I pinged you with that lousy mist, you scored the card. Oh my god, these cards are so hard to score.
2 half.
2 halves and a full score.
Yeah.
Okay, so before anything happens, I will summon I will for sure summon the Talon, I think, and I'll put the okay, so remove the counters first taking out of action, so he doesn't have the feast. So I'll put it like this. Yeah. Okay, so he ends up here actually. Talon goes there. And then I'll take my first. And for my first activation, I will use Crack Marrow's Ghoul Call. And do another scatter. And I'll do it like this again. Okay, so he gets there, and I'll put the Butcher there then.
Butcher.
Buttshock.
The Butcher.
So that's my first activation.
I play Swamp Spill on Kunnin.
Yeah, just reroll for the rest of the round.
Yeah.
For range 1 and 2. Yeah. Sure.
Take one first. And let's see, I'll maybe do something stupid, so I will do 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a charge.
Make a cha-cha.
And hits you with 3 swords. Cleave, I don't know.
No, he's dodge.
Yeah. So we roll 1. If I need. No,
you don't need.
Then
You don't need. So how much damage?
that's 2 damage.
No grievous.
No, he only has cleave.
Okay, yeah.
2 damage. Okay.
I'll play Wetted Blades. You can re-roll one attack as an attack roll for the first range 1 or range 2 attack action in the next activation step. And I will also give Dark Strength to the bats I use. So +1 damage if I recover it. I will charge there then with the Harriers. So I have 3 swords and a re-roll. And ensnare actually.
Crit. So I need.
I think that's my first crit.
Yeah.
And that's not your first crit. Oh my god, what's wrong with the dice? This is...
Sorry.
Well, I can't really compete with the dice, so it is what it is.
I will play Cruel Wager.
Cruel Wager.
Yeah. Spend 1 glory point when you do the bounty that you gain when an enemy fighter is taking out of action in the next activation step is increased by 1.
That's very fun. Yeah, pass.
Yeah, so I think, I pass. I'll take my first every second, and so I use my him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hit him. So I have 3 dice.
Double crit and hammer. Well, no. So 2 successes. Because he counts as 2.
Yeah.
No, not enough.
So 2 damage. There. So I gain 2 glory then.
Yeah. Yeah, alright.
I don't know, I have so much glory to spend. You know what I mean? I put spiteful strength on Gigit. And it's +1 damage to his.
I'll take my third. I mean, it's lost now anyway, but I'll make a charge here with the leader. With 2 hammers, 3 damage. But you probably have skin or teeth in your hand. 1 success. So you can't even succeed with that search card. Yeah, you're good. Very good.
You can push me.
Yeah, good. I push there.
How many wounds do your leader have?
4.
4. So my third, I think I will do 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So nothing.
It would have been 1 success, uninspired. Alright. Yeah, I'll put the Phantom Spear onto the Butcher.
Yeah, I pass. Might as well put Lurkers on him. Give 1 guard token to each friendly fighters in a cover hex. So.
Can I go?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm using the Phantom Spear.
Maybe you should have played this one.
This deck does not really promise much, but with these dice it's certainly not very easy. Pass.
So you pass.
I pass this game. I've seen the miscast table like calling the games when they are over in the second round. Maybe we should start doing the same. And with that, this game's over.
I pass. So my leader attacks that little one.
Yeah, typ den då.
Crit and hit, and also 3 damage. You don't score anything.
No, I mean, if you want to do anything more in the power phase, I can't score anything. I have unequal contest, I have ferret them out, which is to kill anyone in my territory. That won't happen. And Lost in Shadow would have been scoreable if I would have been left standing there, but yeah. So, yeah. I don't score.
I score showy tricks. Sorry for my hiccup. Score
Too many
this and
tomatoes.
then face if 2 or more friendly fights are inspired.
Yeah.
So that's 1 more. And I score superior scholarcus. Score this in an end phase if 1 or more surviving friendly fighters are in cover hex that are not in your territory.
Yep.
So that's 1. And I score good looting. And that's a 3.
This game was crazy. Yeah, but
Yeah. So actually I didn't score 2 of my objectives.
so as I said in the review, Patient Lurkus is a crappy deck. But I think I could have actually scored like 10, 12 glory with decent dice here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll put a crit meter on this game and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Not to be salty or anything, but I think, yeah, man, the Kunnin Krew is a proven strong team, and you did well with them. So not taking anything away from you.
No.
But I mean, yeah, this deck is crazy hard. There are some objectives here that are like, in this, for example, lured in. Scores immediately after an enemy fighter on an objective token, your territory is taken out of action. Most of the time you will be, before your opponent's turn, you will flip tokens, so that will basically be unscorable. Unless it's like the first activation and you needed to stand on an objective token. What more here? Lead from the rear, it's scoreable, but it really demands a lot of things. Of course, your leader is the friendly fighter furthest away from each enemy fighter. So, I mean, that's... and that means that you have to position him in a way that maybe doesn't really use him in the best way possible. Looming Threat, I did score an Inseparable. The 2 cards that needs you to be adjacent to either yourself or the same enemy fighter. Contest of Equals is, of course, very solid. Lost Leader is a weird card. Your leader is out of action and you have more glory points than each opponent fighter. Most of the time when your leader is out of action, you probably will have less glory than your opponent. So. And Lucky Find, as mentioned in the review by one of my viewers, you need to have a map upgrade on one of your fighters, and there are actually no maps in this deck, which is just, yeah, don't know what to say. So, I mean, for the purpose of this game, we did play the waterlogged map as a map, but it does not actually have the map keyword.
No.
So, I mean, there's...
So, but why do they put this one in?
Yeah, because they probably was thinking that it had the map, or maybe it's supposed to have that text, but it does not have as it stands. I mean, it probably will be FAQ'd or errated, if you will, into having that keyboard, but as it stands, it doesn't have it. Dark Intellect is very strange. So after an activation step, in which you drew 1 more power card. So you have to use your activation to draw power cards. So first you have to play the upgrade, then you have to use your activation to draw power card, and you have to be in a cover X. And then you have to roll a magic dice to get the right symbol to draw another card. It's just... I mean, I don't know what to say. Blood Racked Mask is also crazy. Strange. After an enemy fighter's move action, if that fighter is within 1 hex of this fight, deal 1 damage to that fighter. Yeah. It's very telegraphed ping damage. A lot of weird stuff in the deck, and probably the weakest of the rivals deck.
Yeah.
Maybe the Silent Menace is even weaker, I don't know. But only 3 searches, and only 2 of them are really scoreable. So that's a bit weak. But Kunnin Krew, you like them?
Yeah, they're quite fun. I like the mechanics.
Yeah. The Kunnin Command is pretty fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, he is super useful as well. With the support from Range 2. And the Inspire is so strong. I mean, you inspired 3 guys in 1 activation there.
Yeah.
And especially paired up with that Kunnin Command to set up that Inspire. Yeah. And once they are on 2 dodge, even the little guys when on Gloom, they're quite hard to kill.
The Grievous actually was
the Grievous like kind of came into play a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you kill me left and right. I mean, I don't play the Grymwatch that much. I probably could have done a way better job with them, but they were really strong back in the days. So
yeah,
with a better player, they could probably have made it better showing here. Yeah, but fun game anyway, I think.
But then you had lots of rolls with support.
Yeah.
You rolled like 4 dice with
Yeah,
support.
yeah, with that, what's it called? The Cursed Cutlass.
Yeah.
So I had like 3 bouts of 4 swords, and I rolled like 1 success and 1 crits. I know that's just statistically unlikely to happen, but once again you have those games when the dice don't.
Yeah, I mean, you did in total you did 3 damage on him.
Yeah.
Because you pinged for 1 and you killed Shank.
Yeah, and I did roll quite a lot of dice.
Yeah, so with all those dice and
yeah.
2 damage.
But that's when you actually are able to build your own deck, you probably will mitigate the risk of having dice turning against you. So you don't depend on dice rolls too much, and this deck you can't really account for that.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have the Patient Lurkers. Not as strong as the Kunnin Krew's own faction deck, as it seems.
Because I got 21.
And I got 6. So that's more than 3 times the glory I did.
Yeah.
So my plan is to bring in the Iron Skulls boys the next time.
Is that the old orcs?
Yeah, the old orcs. Yeah. Well, next up we'll do some aliens, which we will record straight after this one. We haven't done that in months.
No, feels like it's ages ago.
Yeah, it seems like a different planet. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheerios.
Cheerios, don't forget to hit the like button, comment on the video.
Subscribe. Yeah.
Cheerios. Take care out there. Bye.
So yes, some post-game reasoning as to why I did that first initial charge with Gristlewell. I hoped to land a lucky hit there, because I was always going to be the underdog in this game. That would have given Torquat 3 damage and a drive back to the gloom, and then I could have pinged him to death with Suffocating Mist. And when you have that chance in an underdog game, I think you should probably take it. And that could have made for a really even game. It didn't pan out, and obviously things fell apart from there, with the crits going against me, and I probably did a lot of stupid attacks as well, so I'm not gonna only blame the dice here, and Matthias played very well.
Critical Focus Channel.